Hello everyone, my name is Steve Sharp and thank you for tuning in to my channel. Now, I got this game with the Humble Bundle and I have no clue what it is, so this is going to be new and exciting. So let's do this. Let's go for some stealth. Go on then, let's do the brief tutorial. Again, I have no idea what this game is. It looks cool. Kind of like 13. You remember that game?
This is it.
Wow, look at this place.
Same sort of shell shading.
Where's my room?
That is awkward walking.
Right up there, buddy.
Yeah, so now what? That was weird. Welcome to your home for the summer. We're excited to have you. This is one of our most popular properties. I'm sure you and your family will have a memorable visit. We booked you through to the 31st of August. Your security deposit is cleared and our cleaning service freshens up everything on Saturday. You can buy groceries at McClendon's in store, and if you have to eat dinner out, there are quite a few restaurants on Meridian Avenue, just off Fairview. If you have any questions or if you run into any trouble at all, please don't hesitate to call. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Excuse me, what the hell? The captains can't see you while you're possessing a light fixture, so possession is the safest way to explore. You can jump from one light fixture to another in order to move through the house unseen. So I'm what? I'm some kind of ghost? What the hell? It's really weird. Jump from light to light. Wow, this game, I don't even know what's happening. But sod it, let's go 6 days later.
Back in a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm some kind of ghost? Bruce Willis type ghost? Your goal in each chapter is to figure out the dilemma facing Dan and decide how he should resolve the situation. Each member of the family desires a different outcome and it's up to you to decide which path to take. Ooh. If you remain undetected and learn the desires of more than one character, you can uncover compromises that will help the family. Okay. Well, that's clearly the first title for anything called The Novelist. After a week at the house, I was reading that. Let's go back upstairs. Reminds me of Night Trap for some reason. Yeah, but I want to know where he is first.
Writer's block. I can't believe I just wrote that. Writer's block. There, again. Those two words are apparently the only damn thing I can write. I don't think it's been this bad since high school. Mr. Holder's class, an essay about Faulkner. Dan Kaplan, little-known author of Tramer's Way and Windsong, has run out of steam. Closed my eyes last night and saw a literary register article about myself. That was the first line. Paul wants 3 chapters next week, and so far I've got 2,000 words so sloppy I can barely read them. I cannot blow my schedule. Paul said Grovefield's been very clear about what comes next if I keep slipping deadlines. Why did this happen as soon as we got here? This was supposed to simplify things, but so far it's been nothing but staring at a blank page. Maybe a walk will help, or a long drive, or a drink.
Not the drink. You've discovered one of Dan's. Now that you know what's troubling him, you should search the house for him to discover more about his dilemma. Okay, let's get annoying. Well, that's the bedroom. When you look at a character, you can press space to see what they're thinking about. He's remembering spooky moments from the past. You have the ability to explore his memories to learn more about the current chapter. Approach Dan from behind and press space to enter his memory. Now you've entered Dan's memory, you can explore it freely. Follow the sounds to locate different moments that are on his mind. When you find a specific moment, press space to uncover more about what's troubling Dan. You can exit Dan's memory whenever you wish, and you can turn to any time by approaching him and pressing space from behind. So can I walk freely?
Do you think coming here will help?
It has to.
Do you think coming here will help?
It has to.
Okay, creepy things. This game was really creepy.
Tommy rode into town with me today. He saw some kids his age playing on the swings at the park, and I could tell he wanted to go play with them. It got me thinking, did we swing the pendulum too far just to get him away from those bullies? Kids can bounce back quick sometimes. What if this is the worst thing we could have done? Then he asked how Daddy's book was going, and without even thinking, I said, "Great, my man." Felt awful right away. It's a white lie, sure, but why not be honest? When he was younger, he was just a bundle of physical needs, but now he's like a mental, emotional sponge. He's around Linda and me all the time, and I can see him changing every day in 1,000 small ways.
Aww.
That scares the hell out of me. What am I teaching him with a white lie?
Dan, we're back.
You should look for keys to skills and as well explore their memories. Stay at the site and use possession to keep from alerting the Kaplans. If you remain undetected, you can earn additional opportunities to influence their story.
Hey, Mommy, look at this. Wow.
Interesting.
Hey, look.
Nicely done, honey.
Paul, good to hear from you. Listen, things are taking a little longer than expected. I feel good about this one, but I haven't quite brought some of the threads together. It's just an execution hiccup, not a lack of ideas. This is the most complicated book I've ever tried to write, and let's just say I have a newfound respect for guys like Dickens and Joyce who can juggle 10 threads at once without getting lost. I'm figuring some of this stuff out the hard way, I guess you could say. Anyway, the outline I sent you is still good, those are still the beats, those are still the themes I plan to explore. I'll keep you posted, Dan.
Hey, Molly.
You can always press tab to see your progress. Press E to make it flicker. Right, okay, so I've got the distraction technique. Oh, another screen. Read his thoughts for the final clue. Search the house for their memories for more clues.
Hey, Mommy. Do you like this one? Oh, that looks great.
Again?
How long does that distract him?
I'm gonna need to call about that one. It's such a crazy thought, the three of us all alone in this house all summer.
Did I get caught?
I
Can't
never
remember.
thought we could afford
This
a
is really
place like
tense.
But the price surprised us both when we saw it. I wonder if there's something wrong with it. Maybe it has a raccoon problem or a toilet that backs up. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh, and I'm painting again. I got set up today. I felt a buzz right away. So much time to work. I haven't had a space like this in forever, probably since I left the studio. I went straight into a new piece today, got lost, looked up to see it was 2 hours later. I think this new one has promise, though I still have some rust to shake off. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go check on Dan and see if his new office is doing anything for him. He's pretty frustrated, but he has to figure
keeps
something out
diaries
soon,
nowadays?
or
I
this place
swear.
won't be any different than home.
Ooh, that was close. Come on, switch into light fixtures. This is kind of cool. Here's a little man.
Blast off!
Haha. Doesn't matter if you get caught like this, does it? I don't know. Don't want to get caught. Don't want to get caught. Looking for glowy, flashy stuff.
Are there any other kids?
We'll have to find out.
Get in the light, get in the light. You choose this character's outcome, find the object in blue text and select it. You can continue exploring the house you'd like to and discover what other characters want to do. The character's eyes objects can be viewed by pressing the tab. This is a really weird game, but I kind of like it. It's a really interesting concept. But I have no clue what I'm doing. So I'm looking for a blue book. I swear he had one by his desk, but hey ho. Kid's going downstairs. Tab. Where's my notebook? I know I had something good. Search the house. Memories. Search the house for more clues. What happens if you do get caught? Is the game over then? Whoosh.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, Pumpkin.
This is a really estranged family. All you want to do is talk to each other on the fly.
I think we've done a good job of putting on happy faces for Tommy. If he knows there's something wrong, he's not showing it. We told him this is just a fun family vacation, and he seems to like it here so far. But this might be it for Dan and me. Neither one of us has said the word yet, but I know it's right there under the surface. We've been dancing around it. I can't even bring myself to write the word here. Writing it would be almost as bad as saying it, because once it's there, it becomes real. It's a thing we have to deal with. I'm not ready for that. I promise. I promise.
Me too.
More time to paint.
They're getting a divorce.
Stop.
Quite tragic, to be fair. Whoosh, what was that?
Writer's block.
That was his notebook, wasn't it? That's not what I wanted.
Barb, how are things? Is school still taking up all of your time, or is anything new going on? We've been up here for a week or so, and I can already tell it's going to be great for painting. There are hardly any distractions, and this house has a room they called the conservatory in the brochure, which really just means it has a lot of windows. Whatever they call it, it's a great space for working. The second floor blocks most of the northern light, but I'll manage. I took Tommy down to the beach today, and you should have seen how excited he was. I wish I'd brought my camera. He kept looking back up at the house like he couldn't believe it was so small from down there. He seems to have taken to this place really well so far, which is such a load off our minds. We didn't know what to expect, but so far, so good. Anyway, let me know how things are going. Yours, Linda.
It seems a really well written story. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, I hope you reached you before the summer. Your children develop speed tolerance, shows no signs of serious learning disorder, so it's important to be patient and supportive. Make sure he does reading exercise each day in a calm, loving environment. Make sure not to show disappointment when he struggles, which he will at first. Show encouragement when he succeeds, and self-confidence is critical at this age. If he fails to progress with the exercises I've included, you may want to take him to the local paediatrician for further recommendations. I hope this is some help. Oh God.
Want to grab a bite, maybe?
Yeah, let's do.
You gonna come in here? Knew it.
I hope this works.
So I need the book for him, the wine for her, a selection of cigars for the kid. Typewriting stopped. It's like Metal Gear Solid if you got to possess things. Yeah, I knew you was coming in, buddy. Right, okay, so I need to find Nez first
I just don't know.
before I find his notebook. So let's go find a bottle of wine. So that's probably going to be in the kitchen, is it not? Bottle of wine, there it is. Am I clear? Second one, we'll choose oh no, I got to choose one. So let's go for the kids. The kid's more important. It's all about the kid. Don't care about the parents, they chose. The kids didn't choose. That sounds really personal to me, but never mind, leave me alone. Where is he? That's in his room. Yeah, we're going for Tommy's. I don't care, we're going for the kid. Not the kid's fault, didn't ask to be born. Really personal stuff. Captain's already asleep. Explore the house for clues about its past and whisper your decision to Dan. They leave the lights on when they're asleep. By playing carefully learning desires of more than one character, you've earned the ability to find a compromise with any chapter you didn't expect from JoJo. You can select one character for a compromise. So I can either side with Dan or Linda. From the desk of Harold Baxter, Mr. Lowry finally gave in and agreed to let me inspect the house. I believe I simply grew tired of hearing what he asked, although I did think down he knows I'm correct. A property like this doesn't simply change hands every year or two without a good reason. I noticed the patterns while I was clearing up old files and this house kept kimbling up. It changed over 7 times in the last 13 years. I began digging, not a single one of the sales was financially motivated. People just seemed to be deciding that they'd rather live somewhere else. Which doesn't add up in my mind. The view is striking, the isolation, privacy alone make it a great property. The remoteness can't be an issue, certainly no one can afford this kind of home needs to work for money. It's a mystery. So we've got a ghost hunter. Oh. At the door, who do I side against? Do I just go and whisper to Dan, or do I... Let's go get a bottle of wine. No. Oh, this is tough. This is decisions now. Bless him. Why do you do it? No, we're going with the kids. Go and play games with your kids. Yes. Damn straight. Good. Bloody good. Damn game getting me emotionally invested. How dare you? So, I know how this is going to play out. Crap. She's going to leave him, or... There's no winning this. There's going to be a loser. And that poor kid's going to get involved. I'm actually quite impressed, considering I've never heard anything about this game before this. I don't like the way it fades. I'm trying to read it. Right, a friend's coming over. Hey, it's the kid.
Hey, Mommy. I'm back.
Let's do you straight away.
You can sleep with us.
What about Tommy?
Yeah, what about Tommy? Tommy? I'm okay as long as it doesn't turn into some kind of heavy rain stuff.
Writer's block turned into writer's fog or something like that. I never found my notebook. I guess it's just gone. Did we lose it in the move? Leave it at home? I ended up having Alice find out about Scott and Sarah by overhearing a phone call. It's awful. Having Alice eavesdrop on them completely kills the sympathy I've been trying to build for her. A junk solution. But I had to get something down and move on. I guess that was it. Hopefully I can come back and fix it later.
Consequences! Go away. Go. Go. Not where I wanted you to go.
That might work.
Is there nothing wrong with spinning? I talked to David's parents. They're away to the room. They said to take care of Tommy for the weekend. Had some
bud.
kind of reticle.
Hey, Daddy.
Be easier. Landed on top of him. Not good, is it? Supposed to be trying to badly hide from him. Right, let's have a look, have a look, have a look. What can I find? Nothing in, nothing in there. Can I go outside? No, I'm trapped by the possession law 101. Anyone in here? Yep. What have you drew this time, Tommy? Getting better.
Let me call his mommy.
Can Davy sleep over?
Bless him.
Vroom, vroom.
Stupid parents. Think about the kids. Now, I chose him last time.
I just don't know.
There's more pictures to look at. See, I would have came down then and she would have been... Is he coming downstairs? Might as well
I
do
thought
you.
Tommy was sleeping with us.
I'm checking to see if this is a fold out. I've barely had any journal entries since we arrived, and I'm writing this one with a god-awful headache. Not a good track record so far, Linda. I tried to get Dan to take a night off last night, but he said he just didn't have the time. So I opened that bottle of wine myself after Tommy got to bed, and somehow finished the whole thing. I knew I should have eaten something, and now I'm paying for it. Alright, time to see if my stomach's settled enough to figure out where we put the aspirin. It's gonna take a while to get used to where everything is in this place.
Get out of the memory. Get to a light. Get to a light. So let's just find blue I don't care. We're going for the kid. We're going for the kid. Let's just find some blue sheets. Tell me you want some blue sheets. We'll find some blue sheets.
Hi, Mom.
Not in here. I bet her one is just find me aspirin for a headache.
Hey, honey. Hey, Mommy.
up, my man?
Soundtrack's beautiful. Saxon Sheets will George Chapman. Dan Linda will be disappointed. However, you discovered Dan Linda's I have not spoken to them. No, we're going for Tommy. I'm sorry, but I have more sympathy for the kid. That's my own personal thing. No. I know there's something strange with the light here. It must be those windows. I'm reviewing the old deeds and living here. I saw one of the flash of light out of the corner of my eye. I would assume the elevation would be the ocean too far away to some reflective of the wave. Perhaps not. I looked, but there is nothing except a strange shimmer like heat above asphalt on a road. It dissipated almost immediately. Perhaps some concentration light caused it. But on to work. I begun cataloguing possible options for the property. I owe Mr. Allow report by the 24th. Fair enough. I just found out there is a reticle, isn't there? I can see it. I like the way things keep moving as well. Help the kid. Spend time with your kid. Good. Kids deserve happiness. This game was really getting me emotionally invested. This is a good game. And now those two. Ugh. See, they're gonna get estranged. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh no. I just want everyone to be happy. Why is it so hard? God, stop making me make decisions. Oh no.
Barb, sorry it's been so long since I've written. Things have been hectic around here, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get things back on track. I don't really want to get into it, but we're getting pulled in a lot of different directions right now. Nothing hurtful, just competing priorities, I guess. Although those can get worse and worse over time. I mean, Dan and I, before we got up here, you know we'd started to drift.
Oh, it's gonna make me.
Look at that.
Oh, it's getting to me.
And I did anyway. Enough about me. Please know that you're doing well, and I hope this doesn't stress you out too much. I promise to write a happier letter soon.
This is so true to life. Oh. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, I want to stress it's perfectly normal for some children to fall behind in a specific area. Tony will be struggling with his reading comprehension, but his verbal and visual abilities are excellent. That said, he won't catch up on his own. He'll need support from both of you. I recommend that you attach to exercise with Tommy every weekday morning, 1 or 2 hours. He'll be able to focus exclusively on these for 2 straight hours, so you need to take intermittent breaks. But use your judgment to say as long as you can and feel encouraged and engaged. I suggest that you do your sessions in the morning before he tires himself out and becomes distracted. I feel confident with support environment and dedicated exercise. You will catch up other children in class. Please be in touch if you have any questions. Damn this game. This is so difficult. I can't explain how difficult this is, right? It's pretty much making decisions on their life. That's a really nice painting.
We barely talked yesterday.
Wow, you're right. I guess we've just been so busy.
Oh. See, I can't say anything. I'm a workaholic myself, so I understand him.
Mom tried to hide it, but I can tell when she's disappointed. I hate that they couldn't come, especially after they tried so hard to make time. Maybe if she'd called before they changed plans, it would have gone smoother. It's impossible not to think about the rough patches Mom and Dad hit without thinking about Dan and me. I should bring that up to him and see what he says. He's mentioned their history before. I'd love to hear his answer when I make the comparison. Can he talk his way out of that one?
There's a note on the wall. Oh, there's something flashing down there as well.
We just checked that one. Dan and I had a good conversation today. Well, we'll have to wait and see if it was actually good, but I feel like I got my point across about family time. We've been getting a little frayed on the little things lately, and it reminded me of something Anne said one time. Love is a behavior, not an emotion. If something's important to you, you show it with your actions. We weren't doing so well with that before we got here. I told Dan my idea. I want us all to eat together at 7 every night, with family time after that. Tommy's wiped out by 8:30, so we'd get a solid hour and a half as a family, and then Dan and I could have the rest of the night to ourselves. And I think 7's a reasonable request. The rest of the working world knocks off at 5, right?
Not everyone.
It doesn't really matter what we do with the
This is a
time,
really good game.
just that we spend it together. It's easy to make excuses when you've got a lot going on, which is why patterns help. I hope he feels the same way.
I hope so too.
Oh man, I gotta check that thing. The light again?
I'm on the
This
table.
house is old.
Where's the other two? Oh, I'd have jumped out then. Ah, they're both coming down. Two things to read.
Having fun?
You bet. I'm faster.
Need to wait for the kid to go.
Vroom, vroom. Ooh,
Again?
it's messed up. This place is messed up.
Bad wiring in this place. I just don't know.
Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I try? Do I try?
Can't beat me.
Oh.
Oh, that's so harsh. Is he gonna follow him? Yeah, he's going upstairs.
Will it make me smarter?
Honey, listen to me. You are smart.
Poor kid. Poor kid. You're smart, kid. Don't listen to anyone. Just be yourself. That's all you gotta do is be yourself. Screw everyone else. Smiles, yes. No. Don't take the mick out of him. Damn bullies. Always bullies.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped. I just...
Whoa.
Anyone's gonna suffer is that poor kid.
And as for last weekend, I can't stop wondering what kind of advice Tynan would have had for Act 2. It's still a mess. I tried to work on it, but it was impossible to get anything done with so much going on. Although I guess I did flex a little creativity. I came up with an impressive number of errands to run just to get out of the house.
You're gonna leave out the room in a sec. Knew it.
Can't beat me.
Time. This would all be easier if I'd never have to sleep. Last night after Linda went to bed, I spent some time, there's that word again, trying to make everything fit. I even drew up a little chart. Math is simple. It doesn't work. Technically, I could still get in 8 hours, assuming I don't eat or need to do anything that's not writing. But what about letters, reading, dealing with Paul? Hell, what about doing the dishes or taking out the trash? Not to mention the knocking off for the day isn't like flipping off a switch. It takes time to crawl out of my head and start functioning like a normal person again. And I can't just split it up into smaller chunks. Sometimes it takes an hour of false starts just to get going on anything usable, and stopping just sends the whole process right back to square one. Something's got to give.
Yeah, concentrate on your family.
My man.
Back at ya.
Looney book every morning.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Hey.
Right, she wanted a table. Yes, family. I'm going for family. Sod it. After this one, I'm going to take a break. Financially, before I depart, the bank will no longer prevent me from purchasing the house due to the conflict of interest, but given the history of a frequent owner's change, I feel confident the mortgage department will be glad to have the property off their hands. I believe I can set up a trust or set up some shell company and convince Mr. Lowry that we must part with the property for less than market value. I feel sorry I can appeal to a conservative nature. I believe it'll prove a shrewd investment as a rental property, and I think I now understand why people do not stay for extended periods. I find myself unable to describe the feelings precisely, but in my time here I found my mind drifting in strange ways, as if it was not always my own. But the natural beauty is undeniable. Perhaps shorter visits are a wiser use of the property. Yes, I believe that is a fine idea. There's that weird subplot going on again. Got the family idea, and then I'm going to take a break. Good. Take responsibility. Ow. Painful. It's going to turn to The Shining, isn't it? I'm going to bring an axe out from somewhere. First month. Okay. So that's the first chapter done then. Crap. Ah, bless him. Can't save everyone. Two more months, there's 2 more chapters. This is tense. This is really tense. Right, I'm gonna take a break there. Save and quit. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.